What's up guys, Mist here with some more feral PvP. Just going to show you some tips in arena that you want to be using and how you should be positioning yourself and using your cooldowns to help your teammates. Okay guys, this is the first clip I'm going to show you. This is versus Feral Warrior. At the moment I'm just doing twos just to get my cap as it's just reset. I'm just playing with a Resto Druid, so a bit of a weird combo, but this is just to show you guys what positioning you should be doing and how you should be helping your teammates. Okay, so I've opened up on the Feral and I'm getting all my bleeds up as quick as I can. I've used Tiger's Fury, Berserk, Faerie Fire, as I talked in the previous video about how you should be opening on most classes. Just want to show you a little tip here. Versus most warriors, they will try and wreck storm you as quick as they can because they know you can dodge quite a lot of things like that. So if you do see them wreck storm, try use a speed increase. So your Worgen speed increase, your dash, or your stampede and brawl, just to get away from it. It stops a lot of damage, and you'll find a lot of them don't have cancel blaze storm macros, so that will really help you out. Okay guys, so the next one is versus Rep Rogue. This comp can do a lot of burst, so I've opened up on the Rep. I'm trying to get my bleeds up, and I do use a 4-point rip up rather than a 5-point rip. The reason is I'm worried that the Rep's going to try and get away, and I know the Rogue's going to open on me any second, so I want to get those bleeds up just in case I get stun locked or I have to go defensive, just so they're ticking away and the game won't go on for too long. So you see they pop all their cooldowns on me here, so I pop my Barter Skin, my Survival Instincts. I still stay in cap form because I see my Druid is yet just CC'd. So he's going to get blinded, and I'm just going to stay in cat. I've still got Barter Skin, Survival Instincts. I've popped Berserk just to try and get them defensive to stop their damage from me. Because if the game does go on too long, you will eventually die. Your healer will get CC'd for too long, and you'll just fall behind and die. So you want to try and get as many bleeds up as you can. I'm just trying to kite the Rogue and the Ret at the moment, just while my Druid's in CC, or my healer. And then once the Ret's bubble's down and it's used and the Sacred Shield has gone down, just get your bleeds up, go defensive if you have to. So you see I go in bear form, use my health regen, because I know they're going really hard on me here. This is their last chance to get a kill. I use Bear Bash on the Rogue and the 10% reduced damage from my Demoralizing Shout. And then I go back on the Ret and finish him off when he comes out of bubble. So that's the best way to beat this comp guys, just survive. Versus most rogue teams, this is what you want to do, like Rogue Mage for example. You just want to try and survive as long as you can, try and keep your bleeds up, even if it's a couple of points. If you know the person's going to get away from you or you're going to get stunned soon, just get the bleeds up. As long as it's over a 3-point bleed, so 3 points, 4 points or 5-point bleed, you'll do enough damage to keep them on the defensive. Okay guys, so the next comp is Mage Feral. These guys are 2.2, so they're pretty good. They probably play FMP in 3s, which is Mage Feral Disc Priest, really strong combo. So I know the burst this comp could do and it has insane survival. So you see the Feral's trying to peel me off his mage, he clones me. I don't bother going back because I don't want to get stuck in the Ring of Frost, so I Trinket, get out the Ring of Frost as quick as I can. I clone the Feral just to help my healer, give him a Tranquility just to get the hot proc on him because I know they're going to CC me eventually. Here I go for a hibernate out the clone and manage to just get it off. This is really good, get a full CC on a Feral twice and it allows me to get on the mage for longer. So here I get on the mage, I'm trying to get my bleeds back up on him to keep myself offensive, and I'm going to put my cooldown soon just to try and keep him as low as I can. So he uses block, so I go back to CC the Feral again, he comes out of the hibernate, I'll put him into another clone. So we've got really good CC going on this Feral at the moment, and the mage is going defensive, so there's no pressure at the moment from them, but they've got a lot of survival, so I know the game isn't over yet. So I tried to get a re-stealth here, and the Feral gets a Faerie Fire on me, so I just end up coming back to the mage, trying to get my bleeds back on him. He's going to Nova me here and go for a deep. I haven't got Trinket, so I'm just going to pop Barter Skin just to reduce the damage on this, just so my Druid doesn't have to pop a cooldown on my healer, and I don't have to go defensive. So you see the Shatter combo doesn't really hit me too hard, so I'm able to go back on the mage. I use a gap breaker here just to get to him. I try and interrupt the cast and I just get it. So I get my bleeds back up. So they're ticking away. The Feral's probably going to try and come and peel me soon. So I see he gets an instant proc. And he actually clones my healer, so I clone him. because I know they're going to go for a switch on me here. So you see the feral targeting me, they're definitely going to go for a switch on me here, so I know I have to play a bit defensive as I haven't really got any cooldowns. So I pop myself heal just to keep myself alive, keep my healer from using his cooldowns. It's always best to use your cooldowns before your healer uses theirs. That's a really important thing to remember. So I'm just trying to get to the mage. Obviously I'm slowed everything here, and they're going to make a switch back on my healer soon as I'm in defensive. Okay guys, so trying to switch onto my healer here. I get a clone on the feral just as he jumps around the corner, and I'm trying to peel from him best as I can. I tell him to come back to the pillar because he can't dispel me out the Nova and I can't hit the mage, it's too far away. He can't dispel me out Nova because he's trying to stay defensive in bear. So I dodged the first arcane explosion in stealth, managed to get a pounce off on the mage, trying to get my bleeds up as best I can. They go for a big burst on me here. I pop Bark Skin early because I know it's coming. So I managed to get a Bark Skin up on the actual Nova and the Deep Freeze. So I start running away here to line of sight as my healer's telling me that he's been counterspelled and he's been CC'd. I can see that anyway, so I'm just trying to hop myself, run away. I'm still getting hit hard, so one hit from the mage could finish me off here. I get hit for a 20k ice lance or 21k ice lance here, and it nearly finishes me off, but I do have my cooldowns up, so it just manages to keep me alive. So I'm just trying to line of sight here as best I can, trying to run around. I should have come out earlier here, but I didn't think that they would have hit my healer that hard. So you see you do about an 80% or nearly 90% shatter combo on him there, which is really hard. I used a 5-point ferocious spike because I really thought that mage was going to die there. He had no shields, but it didn't crit, so he didn't die. If it had crit, he would have. So just a note, just use rip, but don't bother using ferocious spike if your bleeds aren't already up. Just use your rip to try and get the bleeds up on the mage. It will end up ticking him lower, and it will keep him running away as well. So he uses a deep on me here just to try and save himself. I pop Bark Skin thinking he's going to try and blow me up, but he does use his block to get all the bleeds off. Tries to invis while his druid's trying to hot him. I managed to get him just before he invises. I get the bleeds up. I think the druid goes for a clone on my healer here, and he's going to try and peel me. But I get around the pillar just before, and he comes around the other side. I get in stealth, he re-stealths. I open on the mage, he opens on me, but the mage is already 4 bleeds, so even if he got an open on me there and then cloned me, the mage still would have died. He had nothing left, no block, no evo, anything.